1 in 3 people worldwide live in poverty. What are we going to do about it?
We're going to change our last name to Van Squigglebottoms.
So we wanted to do something to alleviate global poverty. We want to reach people who don't want to feel guilty or sad, but want to have fun and want to feel like they're doing good. So we decided we would do something kind of crazy. So we decided to change our name to the Van Squigglebottoms if we raise $1 million for Oxfam America.
The name Van Squigglebottoms has been around for a while. It's a family joke. We always joke, since we have different last names, we should come up with one last name that we both agreed on and we liked. I made the first suggestion over dinner one Sunday night. I said we should raise, money for charity.
And you suggested $1,000, and I said no way. It has to be $1 million. So we're gonna have to change our social security cards, our driver's licenses, our passports, all of our mail. We're gonna have to inform everybody we know.
We'll probably get junk mail for the Van Squigglebottoms immediately, though. Be like, how does this catalog know change your name already? Well, I think we would have to change the cat's name because it'd be too chaotic at the vet's office. Honestly, I don't know if there has ever been a Van Squigglebottoms. We've searched, Google quite thoroughly because we didn't want to pick a name someone already had. But we didn't stumble across any Van Squigglebottoms in history. We had talked about, jumping onto one of those websites where you can track your heritage, and we would just be the first entry. We would have to train people on how to refer to us in the plural. I think that's going to be where it's really tricky. If we're talking about just ourselves as, I'm a Van Squigglebottoms, we're talking about the family, which we're the Van Squigglebottoms is. If we have everyone over to dinner later, we'll have them over to the Van Squigglebottoms is. And overall, I think it's going to work out.
We're sort of torn on what the family crest should look like. Some nations' crests are very simple. They're just color blocks and they're beautiful.
I think we'd want to make sure that we do have those supporting characters. Probably squirrels. Dragons, they're nice and all, but mythical. I think the lion is just overused, but squirrels, they're real. And people see them all the time, so people would see the squirrel and know right away. Every time you saw a squirrel, you'd think, oh, the Van Squigglebottoms is...
Van Squirrely Bottoms.
See, the nicknames have already started.
We've never changed anything about ourselves for charity before. This is a big deal. We want to reach people who maybe haven't been involved in poverty alleviation efforts before, because this really is an amazing opportunity for us. Right now, we live in a world where there's enough to go around. It's just a matter of putting our minds to making it happen. So we don't think that people need to make big sacrifices. If we all make small sacrifices and join together, we can save lives.
There really isn't a setback, because as long as the minute we made $1, it was totally worth it. So now if we just keep going and we hit the goal, that's great, because that's a ton of money for charity. And if we don't hit the goal, anywhere in between is an amazing amount of money to raise for charity as well.
Honestly, we're hoping we're going to raise $999,000. And the important thing is that we're trying to help do something good by doing something completely crazy. I think we're all really attached to our names, but in the end, it's a small sacrifice to make for the good that we stand to do. We'd love to hear your ideas for the Van Squigglebottoms family crest.